Well, looks like I'm a Google Developer Expert for Android now. For those of you who don't know what that is, the Google Developer Expert program is in the end a program for Google recognized experts in a given field about a Google product, like in this case, Android. Does that mean I'm employed by or endorsed with Google in any way? So my opinions here on this channel are still my own, they will remain their own, and I will still share both agreement and disagreement with Google's approaches, which I think is really important. That was also really what has kept me back from applying to the program for a while, because I wanted to stay independent. But then a loyal member from my community, I hope I get the name right, but Ioannis Anifantikis, gave me the push to apply. The funny thing is actually that he had a time where he thought about giving up Android, but somehow my content has then contributed for him to stay. And nowadays he has become a Google Developer Expert as well for Android. So he simply told me I should also do it. And then I just did it. I just send out that application and see how it goes. But this guy, I can really recommend to check his socials. He's also the author behind the KMP K-Save library, which I've also made a video about already here on this channel. He regularly speaks at conferences like DroidCon, knows a lot about coroutines and its internals. I'll include some links to his content below. But shout out to you again. Thanks for encouraging me here. But even just after thinking through all that independence thing, I got to the conclusion that I am still 100% independent also with that badge. I still say I, for example, don't fully agree with every architectural principle Google promotes. I still say I don't agree with certain changes they implement, like the whole site loading debate. And nothing will change about that. That is really important to me. This is actually something Google actively wants. They don't want me to be their voice, but simply someone who keeps contributing to the community for one of their products. That's really what the program is intended to be for. But it means that Google just recognizes both my work for the community as well as my expertise in Android development. Other than that, it doesn't mean that much. I may get a few benefits, perks, and early access here and there, but I'll just normally keep going with my content here after all, just as you know it. But maybe some of you are curious here how to actually become a GDE, so just wanted to make this video as a way for me to also share my experience here, and not just about becoming a GDE, but also about how to approach such processes in general, where there are things like interviews involved, for example. Just how to approach these in the first place. Because there's really always a common ground. In order to become a GDE, you need to primarily be active in the community about some kind of Google product. This could be Android, could be Firebase, Google Cloud, Angular, whatever you're good at. And that's also what I would say is the most difficult part here. So getting this community and engagement and this recognition from Google in regards to that, since you really have to be consistent also while being a GDE. Because the title here is in general only awarded for one single year, and then they will check if you're still active, and then in that case they would prolong it. What does being active in the community mean? Well, obviously sharing content, joining Google developer groups, things like speaking at conferences. I think most GDEs out there are really like more the conference people, while I'm more the online guy talking about Android or whatever you want to call it. I've also spoke at DroidCon back then, but I'm not really like, I don't like visiting conference every other week. This is not the type of person I am. This completely stresses me out, but I love talking into my camera. But completely independent of becoming a GD, sharing content, sharing something about your journey, your learnings, is, by the way, always something useful for your career, really regardless of what you want to become, how you want to progress in your career, as long as you want to progress. I really can't count how many doors my content here has opened for me, how many great client relationships I've gotten from it, how many developers have really found my products, and of course, how nice it just feels like overall if you can positively contribute to other people's lives and careers, because they will tell you if that's the case. Okay, so being active on the one hand has to be given in order to somehow qualify for becoming a GDE. But even if you are active, an active GDE, so an active Google Developer Expert, has to also recommend you. If you then fulfill both of that, so you have the active community engagement, speaking at conferences, Google groups, whatever, and you know an existing GDE who recommends you, then you can actually submit a really detailed application form covering who you are, where and how you've actually contributed, who recommended you, etc. And then you simply submit the form and you wait. And by wait, I really mean wait, because for me it took like 2.5 months in order for me to hear back from them. But then from that point on, it was really a quick process after all. The next step is then normally just having a community interview, they call it, where they in the end try to understand your motivation behind joining the program, how you fit into the Google developer community. This step in my case was skipped, probably because they noticed that I have a quite large active community and that the fit is already there. But then as a final step, you have a product interview, and that is an interview with an actual Google developer, so some kind of developer working at Google in your area of expertise, so in my case, Android. So really, you're kind of a normal job interview where you are now being asked questions about, in this case, Android, or something related to Android in some way. And in general, for such interviews, be it for applying to a GDE position here or some kind of a job position, the most important thing in my experience is really to just create a nice vibe with whoever's interviewing you. And in my case, it was Ben Weiss from Google. You may know this. He was formerly the performance guy. Shout out to you at this point, Ben. He's not the performance guy anymore, but this is what he was mainly known for, baseline profiles, R8, etc. But we instantly had kind of a common ground, since one, he just lives 50 kilometers away from me. We had a shared experience because we chatted in the past a little bit. But finding such common ground is really half the interview already. So you really just see it more like a casual chat with a like-minded person after all, rather than being grilled by someone. So I would really try to look for these things. And whether it's just that the other person has a similar haircut, has, I don't know, some nice glasses, or you share some kind of hobby that you know, but just start your conversation with something casual. Of course, there are certain types of people who will kind of try to keep it corporate-like. They are weird people overall. But if you have someone who is actually just interested in chatting a little bit and having some small talk, then use that. That's really what sets a very nice and easy atmosphere for the interview, and then you completely forget about feeling nervous or whatever. I'm not actually sure if I'm allowed to share the actual contents of that interview, so what I was asked, so I would rather leave that here before saying something wrong. But in my case, very broadly speaking at least, it felt like they primarily wanted to check if I'm a random influencer or if there's really substance behind my knowledge, and they seem to acknowledge the latter now. But after you pass that final step, after all that product interview, that's pretty much when you've made it. You will still have to complete a few more forms, sign an NDA, etc. But if you manage to do that as well, which I hope you do at this point, then you are officially a GDE. And I must say, the only reason why I am a GDE now is you. All of those people who in the end have supported the channel over years, who've learned with my content, and of course also those who support the future of it here by getting my premium courses, joining the mentorship, etc. Because it's really not a secret after all that this became a full-time job, not only for me, but nowadays for a team of 4 people. And if I could only do this as a hobby, then there would obviously be way, way, way less free content than I can output this way, when there are people among you who actually allow me to do this for a living, and therefore also give my all for it. So really, big thank you from the bottom of my heart for everybody who has subscribed, who keeps liking the videos, who comments below. Also, thanks for everybody who's critical, who shares constructive feedback on how I can improve, because without improving, I would in the end still be sitting in my one-room student apartment with my underwear hanging over the chairs in the background. The loyal viewers among you will know which videos I mean. But we're all growing after all, so really big thanks to all of you.